Volumes are expected as people make their way back from their holiday destinations. Motorists are urged to adhere to the rules of the road. Law enforcement authorities will be out and about monitoring compliance. ENCA's Mangoba Mchunu is following the story for us and joins us now. Good afternoon, Mangoba. Firstly, how is traffic looking like this hour?
Vunda, we are definitely seeing quite a number of vehicles here on the N1 freeway that's heading south. And I'm just going to ask my colleague Ling and Dababi just to show you those shots of the traffic. And I guess maybe this is also maybe due to the roadblock that had taken place here, just to ensure compliance amongst motorists and to ensure that the motorists are adhering to those regulations of the road. Of course, this particular operation was geared towards the back-to-school safety campaign. And really, what the focus here will be is to ensure that as the pupils are getting ready to go back to schools, as people are getting ready to go back to work, that they do abide by the rules of the road, and that in fact they do ensure that at all times that they do comply with those regulations. But I can tell you that here on this particular roadblock, we have seen quite a number of fines being issued by law enforcement officials. It is a joint operation between the Johannesburg Metro Police Department as well as the provincial Gauteng Transport Department and the National Transport Department. We've seen members of the Road Traffic Management Corporation also here on the scene, just to ensure that drivers are in fact following the rules of the road, but more importantly to try and perhaps save more lives on the roads. But to speak more about this now, I'm joined by Wayne Minar, who is the spokesperson for the Johannesburg Metropolitan Department. Thank you, Wayne, for your time. Let's start here. I know that you're about to wrap up this particular operation, but what have you found so far? Are motorists adhering to the rules of the road?
I must say there were still too many notices issued for contravening of traffic regulation. And the message is that we want to make the campaign safe for the back to school campaign with children heading back to school tomorrow, and that the transport, scholar transport, has to be safe. Vehicles have to be roadworthy. The individuals who drive those vehicles must be courteous. They must not be reckless. We do not want accidents involving school children. We also want to place emphasis on areas of bullying, because bullying has become a problem in schools of late. Physical, also psychological and cyber bullying, where pictures get placed on social media of other learners. So we also want to get the message across of abuse, children abuse. Any children abuse must be dealt with harshly, and abuse must be reported so that it can be investigated, and those responsible must be arrested. When it comes to road safety, the school children must be safe around the schools. We're going to look at the Child in Traffic program for children to know that it's important to walk on the pavement and to cross only where it is safe, at intersections or traffic lights, or at a scholar patrol where there are scholar patrols outside of schools. We will also be going to schools to give children their new uniform for the scholar patrol members, and to train the new scholar patrollers as we start the new school term. But for us to be here today is to place emphasis on back to school safety campaign. We know there's also a lot of cars still coming into Johannesburg from Limpopo. We've counted at least 5,000 vehicles going past November 1 South, Allendale towards Batu per hour today. We have stopped hundreds of vehicles, and dozens of fines have been issued.
And are people adhering? When I have to ask this question, are they adhering? I understand that you've also made some arrests here in this particular roadblock, but what are you seeing in terms of driver compliance?
We're saying, well, look, what is good is that we haven't found a drunken driver at this operation today. That is a good sign. However, we have arrested 2 individuals for a banned substance, and they will be charged at the Sandton police station, and they will be processed and will have to appear in court tomorrow. But by and large, no drunken driving, which is good. And we are seeing that those are individuals that we've given fines for will have to pay the fines for a variety of traffic offences.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. Wayne Minnar, who speaks on behalf of the Johannesburg Metro Police Department, of course saying that it seems that there's general compliance from many of the motorists that are travelling here. They are expecting to see quite a number of vehicles here this afternoon. But again, the emphasis on road safety and really calling on those road users to abide by the rules of the road and saying that lawlessness won't be tolerated.
All right. No, Mangoba, thank you very much for that update. That's Mangoba Mkunu out there just monitoring traffic, reporting for us as the traffic flow continues to peak. Now, still to come on